Free enterprise has some unique principles that can carry us a long way. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this episode is called Principles of Free Enterprise on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, founder of James Hendrick Empowerment, Success, Confidence, and Thrive Coach, and member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I believe there are patterns to help you receive more, to help you live a better and extraordinary life. In this podcast, I give you these spiritual and temporal tips to help you overcome the adversities in everyday life. But shoot, guys, it's so wee hours of the last day in June. I gotta say, to some degree, June has been a good month, but it's also been a tough character building month. I mean, what can I say? It has been crazy, to say the least. So we're now going to go to Mystical Theater, and I'm going to speak to this audience. Hello, everyone. So glad you came. Today, we are going to be talking about the principles of free enterprise. And why not? Why not? Now, I know there might be some audiences all over the world. Canada, France, and the like. But this is more geared towards countries like the United States, who favor free enterprise. And you might say, what are the principles of free enterprise? Well, what can I say? God reigns supreme, okay, in the system of free enterprise. And I honestly think that, no thanks to this reactive culture, we have forgotten about that. We have forgotten about that. I fear that we have reached into this derogatory partisan debate. Now, I do have a political show where I share my ideology, but this is not the place for me to discuss my ideology beyond the wisdom ideology that's in the scriptures. Yeah, you guys understand me. You guys understand me, and so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give you the structure of a government that's under free enterprise. And it's a 4-tier structure. The most supreme is God. The second supreme is man. The third is the Constitution. The fourth is case and statutory law. You might say, well, why is that? God rules over man. Man creates the Constitution. And I believe that the U.S. Constitution was God-breathed, okay? And then, last of all, is case and statutory law. Something which I studied in my political science pre-law days. And the importance of that. Now, I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes of my talk. Principles of free enterprise. The free market. I think that having free markets with as little regulation as possible, maybe common sense, sensible regulation, but not so tight. I mean, I'm not going to make this into a political discussion. This is purely kind of a temporal, spiritual, economic discussion, more likely. So you have your open markets, and then the second principle of free enterprise is the right to bear arms, something I firmly believe in. And then the third principle is the sanctity of life. No doubt I've come to love and appreciate the sanctity of life. And of course, the fourth principle, and this is, I mean, nothing is saying that any one of these is over the top. And maybe religious freedom should be the top freedom of them all, okay? The free enterprise system does work if you work it. And you might say, well, Jimmy, why are you giving this talk about free enterprise? Well, this is a series called Enterprise. And I realize I haven't done much work really explaining the series, but, well, I'm bringing this out now. The past several issues, we've talked about some of the basics that have made free enterprise. And so these principles help. These principles strengthen. You know, I think it's good to have God first, man second, Constitution third, state and statutory law as last. And then these values that run together, the free markets, right to bear arms, freedom of religion, and sanctity of life. Those run together. Now, Empower Your Pattern 2.0, I made a promise back in 2020 that I would not make this a political show. I am waxing a wee bit political, but it's more from my political science training, which really, some of the professors I remember, especially in my political theory classes, they teach you leave your ideology at the door. Which I like that, because it causes you to think and improve on your own ideology, or possibly someday maybe adopting a new one. And you know, of course, this podcast is not the time and the place for me to give my personal ideology, other than to say that it is the wisdom ideology that's in the Scripture. And the wisdom ideology that's in the Scriptures is what we should stand on. We really should. Freedom and free enterprise, I think, should run together. I think it should be in the court of every vein of every American that's here, okay? Regardless of race, color, creed, stuff like that. But like I said, empower your pattern, especially this particular podcast. I don't endorse a political party or candidate. I simply bring about the wisdom that's inspired by the Scriptures. And I hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern. If you like Empower Your Pattern 2.0, if you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a citizen of Pattern Realm. Please share this with Mama San, Papa San, and everyone. It's Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can go out there and have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. You guys take care and have a blessed day.